Hi everyone. Today I'm joined with Manu by Chandaria. He is probably one of the most established Oshwals in the world. He has a company called Comcraft, which has a huge presence in Africa and beyond. So Manu bhai, please tell me, you're 94 years old. You've been given lots of awards. I believe the late Queen Elizabeth II bestowed an OBE on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what was
Yes.
the reason for that?
Well, I think that the awards only follow your social work uh, and your and your entrepreneurship. It follows you. It's not that you go and get it, but it has been a recognition of of the work that you do, both in the businesses and the social work. Just last 2 weeks back, I was given my ninth honorary doctorate from United States International University.
Wow.
And just about 2 weeks before that, I was given the award of uh, 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 excellence from a family um, uh, funding, not our family, but a Kapila family. And they've created an award to give to the people whom they think over the years are considered to be excellent. Their work is nothing but exemplary, and that they give an award. So award follows you because of what you do.
So
It's not.
I think the last time we spoke on the phone, you phoned to congratulate me about creating Oshwal Connect, and it was to thank me for the award you received, which was the Oshwal Connect New Year's Honour, which was earlier this year. And I remember saying to you very cheekily, I said, I know you got EBSs, I know you got OBEs, I know you got the Carnage Medal for your philanthropy, but this is the most important award, Monobai, because this was a normal person from the Oshwal community, actually several normal people from the Oshwal community that nominated you for this award. How did that make you feel getting an award from your own community?
Well, I think that when I really look at the awards, to me, it's nothing but an appreciation. And I really appreciate the people who notice you and in your work.
Yeah,
And this is what has happened over the time. And uh, it's I have not followed the awards.
yeah,
Awards have followed me.
I like that. Very good.
And like in 2003, all of a sudden, I found that I was invited to the Buckingham Palace to get an OBE. Now, I have no connection whatsoever with Britain, and I don't live there. I live in Kenya. But the work that I do in Kenya probably was recognized as one of the reason why they decided to give an award. And it was interesting that when I went over to the Buckingham Palace, and when the Queen pinned on my lapel, he asked me, "Where you come from?" And I said, "Your Excellency, Your Majesty, where you came as a princess, and the next morning you became a queen." And she remembered, oh my God, Kenya,
Yeah, brilliant.
Sagana,
Yeah,
you know,
brilliant.
that's how
So I
she
remember.
reflected.
So
Yeah.
I remember seeing a video of you on YouTube when you did an acceptance speech for your Carnage Medal, which is if you tell the audience what a Carnage Medal is, because it's something quite unique, isn't it? The
Yeah,
philanthropy.
well, again, it was very, very. I am not known in the United States, though I studied 50 years back in the
Yeah.
United States, but I'm not known. And all of a sudden, they wrote me a letter, and I said, I phoned them, and I said, "Are you making some mistake? I don't think that, yeah, are you the right person?" He said, "Yes." "Are you Manu Chandaria?" I said, "Yes." I said, "That's what we are going to give you the award." And I must say, what an award. I think I was the 66th person
Wow.
in the world to receive that award.
So you were the
They
sixth
give every 2
person
years
out
3
of
or 4
billions of
people.
people to receive that award. I mean, that's applaudable. So one thing I listened into that YouTube video that was about you receiving the award. You mentioned a story about your father when you went to him and you wanted to create a foundation. And I believe you asked your father for some money, and his response was,
Yeah, absolutely. It was, we were very small, about 100 people
"Yeah,
working at that time. We had lost most of our wealth
yeah,
during the wartime
yeah,
in speculation in India.
yeah."
And when we came back over here, we started with a company, Kalu Works, with 40 people working. When we became 100 people, we talked to Papa and asked him, Papa, how about setting up Chandaria Foundation? And he said, are you out of your mind? Is something wrong with you? I said, what's wrong with me? He said, listen, we are not Rockefeller. We have got 36 people at home and a big hole over here. Fill it up. And then think about Chandaria Foundation. Get going. Get to work. Let's not bother the waste of our time. And I said, Papa, the only idea is just to set it up so that the family has got a focus, a possibility that at the end of the year, when they've done the businesses and if they made a good profits, they would like to say, hey, there is a reason that we have created a Chandaria Foundation. How about helping a little bit there so that we can serve the community that we live in? He said, listen, I don't like to listen all this. Got back to work. And after 5 years, when it became 400 people working, he came back and he said, yes, I like the idea. But at that time, we didn't have the capacity. Today, we have a capacity. Here is 10% of our company for Chandaria Foundation. And that's how it started, with one scholarship. And that's it. But over the period, in the last 50 years, the way we have grown in Chandaria Foundation and the name that has been institution that we have created and supported, endowed, so that
I
the
believe
new and new institutions will work out.
I
And
believe you serve
there's no end of it.
Yeah, I believe you serve 40 countries at the moment in terms of your business. You got the presence of your business is in 40 countries?
Huh?
The
Yeah,
presence
in 35 countries.
35 countries, sorry, I stand corrected.
Yeah,
And how
yeah,
many people do you
yeah.
employ globally?
Oh, about more than 40,000 people.
You got 40,000 people on your payroll. Wow. That's amazing.
That's right. That's right. Well, 40,000 people are on our payroll, but our responsibility
Yep.
are to their families.
Yes, of course.
And those families are maybe 4, maybe 5. You
Yep.
can think about that.
Yep.
It's not a small responsibility.
No.
Now, the question is that I do good business. That's one possibility. But then I look after my people. That's a second possibility. But then when I look after the families of my employees, that far, if you look at it, then automatically it says, hey, how about looking in the country where you're operating?
Yep.
How about the people over there?
Yep.
And so it's an extension of what you're doing from yourself to your family to your community. And slowly you see that how it works out.
Great. Going
And
back to the community, and let's going back to our community. We're both from the Oshwal community. Your family's done a lot of good in terms of the Oshwal community. I believe your brother was one of the first people to donate a large sum of money when Kishore Bhai found the Oshwal site in North or England. Kishore is your nephew. Is that correct?
that's
Kishore
right.
Bhai.
That's right.
So he's your
That's
nephew.
right.
He actually found the site, spoke to your brother, and I believe your brother donated. I can't remember how much it was, but it's thousands of pounds back in the day.
Yeah, 50,000 pounds.
There you go. Thank you for correcting me. And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
enabled, the Oshwals in England to have a flagship site,
That's
with
right.
80 acres, which a lot of people now enjoy in terms of getting married, that sort of stuff, and community events. It's fantastic. Thousands of people congregate there, and we have a
Yeah,
beautiful derasa, which is the largest Jain derasa in the UK, and it's being used, which is wonderful, right? So it's great. In terms of Nairobi, how do you support the Oshwal community in Nairobi?
absolutely, absolutely. All everywhere, not just only
Not
Nairobi,
just in Nairobi.
in Jamnagar, in UK, wherever we are.
Fantastic.
The community always takes the first priority, and always, and we have been the first possible. That how about moving and look at our community? What we have been able to do.
Oh, it's
Our
phenomenal.
community not only grew, but
Phenomenal.
the community institutions that we have built, schools, hospitals, community centers, it's temples. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So look,
And from nothing,
can,
from we were zero.
yeah, I know.
60
You're
years back, there was nothing.
in the 1920s. When you were um, in kind of Kenya, there was nothing. Yeah, absolutely right.
Nothing.
And there was nothing in England either. So absolutely right. So it's amazing.
We were farmers. We were farmers from in the most beautiful way that we lived in India. If
Right.
some of the fellows decided in 1889 or 1887, three of them decided to come to East Africa. And they found that, hey, it can change the life. And slowly, slowly, my parents came in 1916. But but it changed the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So look, one of the issues that kind of all the Oshwal communities, not just in England, in Kenya as well, I assume, and other areas around the world are facing, is youth engagement. Less youngsters seem to want to get involved in kind of getting involved in community events or organizing community events or being part of the community. What message can you give them to encourage them to partake in community events at Oshwal organized events and community events?
Look, every individual must take the responsibility. Responsibility not only for themselves, not only for their family, not for the but overall for the community. And unless and until we start looking at it, now when my parents and the old people who came down in this country, they didn't have nothing in their pocket. But when it said, "Come on, let's get together and build something," they were all prepared to put in and say, "Whatever we have, we'll give." Now the whole question is that the community spirit, spirit of being able to create, and it's a platform of creating. Besides yourself, you create yourself, your family, but besides that, when you extend yourself to the community and say, here, Oshwal Center in London, Oshwal Center in Nairobi, in Mombasa, wherever you go, the community always decides, let's have a community center, let's have a school, let's have a hospital, let's have a clinic. These are a noble ideas looking for. And originally the idea starts to serving ourselves, but then it extends to outside. Today, Mpisha Hospital is not only limited to us, it's limited to everyone. Everybody visits that. Like all our Oshwal schools, our children are very few, but the country is benefiting. The point is that it's if you sow a seed of goodwill, it grows. And today, as far as the community is concerned, people see with respect that why would these people do all this? When they look at us, they feel, yes, there is a possibility because these fellows are not only working for themselves, but for the community and for the country.
Very well said.
This is the great way of doing it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I just want to remind the viewers You're age 94. You're going to be 95 in about 3 or 4 months' time.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
I got to say, I think you come across as a 50-year-old man. I think mentally, talking to you, you come across as a 50-year-old man. You're very young at heart. What's the secret? I'm going to be 50 very soon, in a couple of
Well,
months' time. What's the secret? Actually,
well,
can you share with me what
secret.
your routine is every day? What do you
The
do when you
first
wake up in the
secret.
morning?
The first secret is remain happy.
Okay.
Number one. If you and you are happy, you can distribute that happiness. And this is the and when you go to sleep, go through the day that you spent, wipe off the sludge, and then go to sleep. If you have hurt somebody, apologize. You can't go outside and apologize, but mentally apologize. If you've done something wrong, also say, I'm so sorry about it. And if you've done good, also feel happy that you've been able to do it. But clean the slate, and in 5 minutes you go to sleep. The point is this: every day starts a new challenge in life. And you look at the challenges and not committed to yourself alone, but to your family, and goes a little bit for to your community, and then to your country. It never ends.
So just
You,
remind me.
let me give you an example.
Sorry, go on.
Many years back, there was a famine in India,
Yep.
and the other community in East Africa, from home to home, they collected the money and sent it to India to feed not only our people, but to feed all the people around where we were living. So that generosity of heart is already, because we had nothing to start with. And because of that, the generosity of the heart of giving not only the money, but yourself, ideas, thoughts. And and that's why we create. Now look at the Connect, Oshwal Connect.
Yeah.
What is it for? It's propagating an ideology,
Yeah.
of goodwill,
Yeah.
ideology of service, ideology of being able to help others.
Yes.
And this is the why would it happen the other way around?
Yeah.
We all do our businesses. We all have our own professions. But besides that, when you go out of that and say, no, I want to do something. And what you have been able to create is an ideal example. And the way was created 70 years back in the countries, in Africa, and then in England. Oshwal, the center which was bought was just a spur of a moment and say, yes, we want it.
Yes.
Because the community needs to be together.
Yes.
And the only way we can remain together is having a center where we can meet, we can participate, we can enjoy, we can have our own facilities.
So you still haven't answered my
Wedding.
question, Manu. I want your secret. How to keep young. I want your secret how to keep young. So tell me, what's your routine? What do you do first thing when you get up?
Well, 6:30 in the morning. I get up in the
Yep.
morning every morning. 6:15, 6:20. Just that area. Nothing in the morning. Just get clean up and whatnot, and then do my exercise. After doing my
exercise
exercise,
every day.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
exercise every
yeah,
morning. What kind of exercises?
yeah, yeah. Well, I do stretches because now I can't do the very heavy exercises.
Yep.
I do all the kinds of stretches.
Okay.
Once I finish the stretches, then I go to on my table and just start looking at the papers before I start. Then I come down and have my breakfast.
What does
And
your breakfast consist of? What do you have for
my
breakfast?
breakfast consists of ugarela mug, the sprouted beans,
This is what I want,
sprouted
your secret. Ugala mug, yep. What else?
with 5 almonds
With badam.
and a glass of juice
And a glass of juice. And
and
that's
and
every day.
a date
And you have
a date.
and you have kajura as well. Fantastic.
Yeah, kajur. Yeah, kajur. Yes, yes. And then two fruits.
2 fruits.
But that's it.
Okay. And then when do you go to the office? Because I know you haven't retired. You're still very active. You still like emailing people. I know I've had a couple of emails from you in the past. And I know you still like to keep in touch with your businesses, right?
Yeah, well, I do, but now I'm trying to be getting away from it. Everything.
Yeah, yeah. But
They come to ask me. I said no, please. Now you go. I've done it almost 70 years now. No
yeah,
more.
yeah. And I understand you're also you're a Lion as well, aren't you? You're a Lions
Huh?
Club. You're a Lions Club member, right?
No, I'm a
Sorry,
Rotary.
Rotary Club member. Sorry, forgive me. Rotary Club.
I'm a
member.
Rotarian. I was
Yep.
chairman of my club.
Yep.
And I'm an honorary Rotarian now.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
And do you still spend quality time with your wife?
Huh?
Do you still spend?
Yeah. Well,
I hear she's a very good
my
cook.
wife is my boss. Yeah.
Where is she? So I
Here
can say hello to her.
Here she is.
Kemcha.
Hello.
I hear you're very
હા,
good. મેં સાંભળ્યું તમે
very
ખાવાનું
good.
ફાઇન બનાવો છો.
હા?
મેં સાંભળ્યું તમે ખાવાનું બહુ ફાઇન બનાવો છો.
હા તો જમવા આવી જાજો, હું તમને જમાડીશ.
Oh,
બુક
brilliant.
લખી છે, તમને મોકલાવીશ.
Definitely, 100% હું ખાસ
રાઈસની
આવીશ.
બુક લખી છે.
હવે કઈ હું ખાસ આવીશ જમવા.
હા, કહું છું, રાઈસની બુક લખી છે. 130 varieties how to make the rice. And this is for the charity.
Really?
Any money comes, profit goes to charity.
Fantastic, fantastic. So you've been supporting Manu Bhai throughout his career.
I don't want to support, but I support.
Support.
Because it's difficult to support husband, never appreciate.
Right.
But still I support.
Good. Oh yeah, Manu Bhai, I think I'm going to wrap up now. I think you've been great fun today. Thank you for being so honest. I think
Thank you.
been really good. I think at the moment, I just want to finish off, I think, on a positive note. At the moment, you notice there's a lot of trouble in the Middle East. There's a lot of trouble in Europe in terms of Russia, Ukraine. You got this kind of stuff going on in the Middle East at the moment, and I think you would probably join me and hopefully put a positive a positive kind of message out to the world that we should all kind of encourage world peace. And this fighting that's going on in the Middle East, this fighting that's going on in Europe, it's not healthy. Innocent people are dying. Let's all kind of pray and hope it all gets resolved very quickly and nobody else kind of suffers.
We are Jains. We believe in ahimsa. We don't believe in fights. We have always, there is a solution to, if there is a dispute, there is always a solution. By talking, by discussing, by sitting together. Whatever is going on right now is not good enough for the community, not good enough for humanity, because this is not the way. At the end of the day, we've evolved ourselves from animals. And we are now at the top, what we can think about. In terms of our mental development, we're top. How can we just go back and become so barbaric? It's not on. To me, whoever does this, he has no right. To take a life is not a right of ours. The giver is somebody and taker must be somebody. Let's not become the result. Let's not become a reason for taking a life of others. That's not the right thing. And I think let's only all pray that peace prevails. Because with peace, the progress comes.
I agree. Manu Bhai, thank you so much for this interview. And undoubtedly, you and I will share some WhatsApp messages and some phone calls. And definitely, when I'm next in Kenya, I'm going to take up your wife's offer to try her wonderful rice. And
Thank you.
And I'll share a kajur date with you as well. Not a problem.
Thank you. Come along and you'll enjoy it too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.